When you're out and about in the world, nothing hits you more acutely than whether a festival you're working at is organised excellently or not excellently, or quite often just badly, real bad. Now, I'm not one to call names and to go pointing blame at people. It's not really my style. But I do like to offer a few hints and tips and suggestions to people whenever they're willing to open their ears and close their mind and listen to what I have to say. So let's head back to the house, and I'll give you a quick rundown of what's good when you're putting a festival together. A festival together. Cushions. Okay, hot tips. Here's some hot tips from my decades, so long. I've been doing this for quite a long time. Ow, I hurt my eyes. All scrunched up like that. Wow, so you're running an event with street performers, a street performer fest, a busker fest, or some outdoor action-packed event with street performers, buskers, circus, variety entertainment, comedy. It's going to be great.
Unless you screw it up.
So here's some tips to make sure that you don't screw it up. First of all, what you want to do is you want to get yourself some bands. A lot of bands. People love bands, and you need people. You book street performers, they'll say that they'll get people along, but they won't. They need you to provide the people. So book a bunch of bands, real loud bands, rock bands, powerful bands, a big stage, PA system, lots of sound, lots of light, lots of support, lots of infrastructure. They'll rock their heart out. People will come. It's just going to work. Second thing you need to know, street performers love to work hard. I send them out about maybe 7 or 8 in the morning, get them down on the site, working hard already. Even if the event doesn't start till midday, get them out early. They'll love it. They'll be ready to go by showtime, and they'll kind of feel like they made the whole event happen. They love feeling like they're worth something. Whatever you do, don't offer to pick the performers up from the airport or the train station or the Greyhound, wherever they're coming from. Listen, these people travel the world professionally for a living. They don't need your help. Tell them where the event's happening. Tell them where they're staying. Sure, fair is fair, but don't give them any help. They love to feel like they're doing it on their own. You offering the help is just an insult. They'll be offended if you try and help too much, so don't help at all. You got to decide where the performer is going to do their show. Street performer is called a street performer because he performs on the street. So no stages. Don't give him no stage. Don't give him no lights. Don't give him no sound. You give him nothing but street. Maybe close it. Up to you. Basically, location of which part of the street they're on is very important, because a performer needs a big audience, and a big audience loves a band, so you want to put the street performer pitch right next to the big rock and roll stage. So it's real easy for the audience to find where the show is happening. Now, performing is hard work. Don't forget that. It's really hard to go out there and work hard. These are physical skills: circus, juggling, acrobatics, comedy. It's just easy to be bad at it. It's not actually hard. A lot of this stuff is physically difficult to do. It's hard work. So your job is to nourish them. Make sure the performers are well fed. And what you don't know, but I do, what most people don't know,
almost all performers eat nothing but meat.
Because that's protein, man. That's where the energy come from. Like, you get every now and again, once in a blue moon, you'll get somebody who likes
carrots.
But basically, it's just
sausage, hamburger, beef, chicken, beef, drumsticks, beef, steak, beef.
Maybe a little bit of fish if they're from, like, South America or somewhere. But basically, red meat. Heat it up a little bit, serve it up. They'll eat it down and keep on trucking. Now, at a big event or even a small one, you're going to want some volunteers. Like, you're just one person or maybe a small team, but you need a whole gang of people out there working hard for your event. These are called volunteers because you don't pay them nothing. I love that, because here's the thing. Performers, they don't know how to communicate with people. A lot of street performers, they don't really understand how to talk to an audience. So you need maybe 6 or 7 volunteers hanging around on the pitch. Half of them, give them a megaphone or something they can shout with. Their job is to tell the audience what to do and when to do it.
Stand up, clap louder, sit down, don't laugh so much. It's coming up. This is a good joke. Oh, everybody listen to this one. This is a good joke. Hey, take photos.
I think there are other things. Don't forget, the audience needs energy too. Watching some of these shows is really, really hard. So have your volunteers throw candy into the audience. You're probably halfway through, maybe a bit further, or closer to the big finale. That's when they're gonna need to be all jacked up on sugar, especially the youngsters. Why do I keep doing that? One final thing, the best thing about any sort of a festival or a fair or an event is a parade. So you want to just schedule parades all day long, right down the main street. And if you can hook some samba bands in there as well, even better, man.
It's such a fantastic way to have a day out.
Drums, noise, candy canes, and sugar floss.
It's all right.
If you get it all right. Remember, you don't have to get all of this right the first time. It's far, far better to try 6 or 7 years in a row of not really getting any of those things right before you finally put it all together in maybe year 10 and then have people finally, well, I don't know what happens. I only go to the first couple of years. So listen, I've given you a powerhouse of valuable information for how to run a festival in your town or city or neighborhood or village or just maybe in your backyard. Maybe you don't know very many people and you don't have any confidence. That's okay. Do it in your backyard and have your family come over. Feels like a festival to them. In any case, you're powerfully equipped to do well and succeed at this venture with these amazing, powerful hot tips from me, Vinyl Burns. If you have any questions, shoot me a message either in the comments down below or on the Instagram, the Facebook. Email me. File me on my website, vinylburns.com. I'll be right back to you. I'll ring you on the telephone, like old school or something. Okay, that's it for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe and push the subscribe button and then the bell notification will watch it on time. So, party hard. I hope you have a fantastic festival. I hope that 1 million people come. When they all come, they ask you, how do you do it? You can say, well, I owe it all to Vinyl Burns on Hot Rants. Ciao, ciao.